On June 4, 2008, in Mesa, Arizona, the nation bore witness to a harrowing tale, the Jodi Arias case. This intricate and haunting narrative involves two central figures, Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander. Today, we embark on an exhaustive journey through the labyrinthine events that transpired on that fateful day, unraveling the layers of this true crime saga. Our narrative unfolds in Mesa, where the lives of Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander converged, setting the stage for a tragedy that would etch its mark in the darkest corners of true crime history. To truly comprehend the gravity of the Jodi Arias case, we must first explore the intricate dynamics of her relationship with Travis Alexander. Beyond the facade of a seemingly ordinary romance, their journey was a tumultuous one, a roller coaster of passion, betrayal, and ultimate tragedy. As we delve into the events leading up to the murder, we unearth a complex web of emotions and tensions that would become central to this dark narrative. The story takes a sinister turn, weaving through a timeline marked by unexpected twists. Arias's changing statements add a layer of complexity to the investigation, raising questions about motive, intent, and the blurred lines between love and obsession.
By a show of hands, who voted to give Jodi Arias the death penalty? All three of you. Why?
Can you give me a reaction to the verdict, Jodi? Is there anything you want to say to the Alexander family at all?
Our focus now shifts to the heart-wrenching crime scene, a sanctuary turned into a place of unspeakable horror. On June 9, 2008, the murder of Travis Alexander was not just an act of violence. It was the shattering of a community's sense of security. The details of this tragedy are disturbing, yet they are integral to understanding the profound impact of that day. The forensic examination of the crime scene reads like a forensic novel, with every detail meticulously scrutinized. On June 4, 2008, blood spatter patterns, the trajectory of the fatal shot, and the positioning of the victim became crucial puzzle pieces. As investigators meticulously reconstructed the events, a clearer, albeit darker, picture of the crime emerged.
And I can't breathe until you're resting here with me.
Law enforcement faced the formidable challenge of connecting Jodi Arias to the crime, initiating an exhaustive investigation that unfolded like a procedural thriller. The meticulous steps taken to build a case against her reveal a narrative of dogged determination in the pursuit of justice. On July 9, 2008, Arias's arrest marked the beginning of an intricate legal dance, where every move had consequences that reverberated through the trial.
This is July 15th, 2008. Jodi Arias has been arrested. She's being interrogated, and what does she do as the officer leaves the room?
The initial court appearances were just the prologue to a protracted legal saga. Arias's ever-evolving narratives added complexity to an already intricate web of testimonies, alibis, and forensic evidence. The courtroom became a battleground where truth and deception clashed, leaving both the jury and the public grappling with the elusive nature of justice.
Judge, I just want to respond to a few of the things that were said earlier. My legal team and I tried to settle this case on 4 different occasions.
The trial, an intense and high-stakes drama, unfolded as a riveting spectacle that gripped the nation. In this section, we'll meticulously dissect the courtroom proceedings, examining the strategic chess game played by both the prosecution and defense. The testimony of witnesses, forensic experts, and friends painted a vivid yet conflicting picture of the tumultuous relationship between Arias and Alexander.
His closest friends. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I know that you are speaking out because your dear friend Travis was brutally murdered and you want justice. And obviously he cannot speak for himself anymore.
Media coverage, akin to a voracious beast, fed on the salacious details of the trial. The public's fascination with the case reached unprecedented levels as each revelation became a headline. Notable witnesses took the stand, their emotions laid bare for all to see. The trial was more than a legal proceeding. It was a psychological examination of the human condition.
The defendant shall be incarcerated in the Department of Corrections for the rest of her natural life with no possibility of parole. The sentence shall begin today.
The climax arrived with the jury's verdict on May 8, 2013, a moment of collective anticipation that reverberated through courtrooms and living rooms alike. The decision was not merely a condemnation of guilt. It was a determination of consequences. On that pivotal day, the jury found Jodi Arias guilty of first-degree murder. 5 jurors concluded it was premeditated murder, and 7 found her guilty of both premeditated and felony murder. This verdict sparked elation among Travis Alexander's family members as justice, in their eyes, was served. However, this wasn't the end, but rather the prelude to a more complex legal saga. Following the guilty verdict, the trial entered the penalty phase, where the jury would decide between life imprisonment and the death penalty. However, this phase ended in a mistrial as the jury deadlocked on whether Arias deserved the death penalty. It set the stage for a lengthy legal process to determine the ultimate consequence for her actions. Subsequently, a penalty retrial began in October 2014, with a new jury revisiting the evidence presented during the initial trial. The focus shifted to the psychological makeup of both parties, portraying Arias as a vulnerable woman and Alexander as emotionally and physically abusive. Beyond the courtroom drama, the aftermath of the trial echoed through the lives of those involved. This section delves into the personal aftermath, exploring the emotional toll on families, friends, and even the legal teams. Travis Alexander's family faced the daunting task of reconciling with the loss of their loved one, while Jodi Arias began serving her life sentence without the possibility of parole after 25 years. The ripple effect extended beyond the confines of personal relationships, reshaping the legal landscape and sparking discussions about domestic violence, mental health, and the intricacies of the justice system. The case became a touchstone for debates on the media's role in high-profile trials, the efficacy of the legal system, and the public's insatiable appetite for true crime. As we delve into the aftermath, we'll dissect the impact on legal procedures, examining reforms and changes spurred by this singular, tragic event. In conclusion, the Jodi Arias case transcends the boundaries of a conventional true crime narrative. It is a complex, multi-dimensional tale that raises profound questions about love, obsession, justice, and the human psyche. As we navigate through the intricate details of this case, I invite you to share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Like this video if you found it insightful. Subscribe for more in-depth explorations of true crime and hit the notification bell to stay informed on our latest releases.